It's time for another chapter of In the... Wait a second. Yo, guys. If you guys ain't checked out inthekeep.com, you should go listen to the Motherload. He's been probed by aliens, according to the internet now. So, yeah. Hey, guys. It's Diabotical Weekend. That's all I'm saying. Not too much going on other than that. I mean, other than the Quake Pro League. Wake up every morning here, guys. QuakeFans.net, the QuakeFans radio, where we talk about events that's happening or not happening around the arena FPS, first-person shooters, stuff like that. Maybe some retro FPS games. Who knows? Anyway, on to our offer here. Go to bit.ly/QF keyboard. If you find this radio live show over on YouTube, youtube.com/QuakeFans. You find it interesting at all, you want to support, and you need a keyboard and a big mouse pad, which you do if you like Arena FPS, go to this link. It'll take you to Amazon. You can buy you a nice keyboard and mouse. Even if you don't buy anything, if you don't buy this, after you click on this link, you can go to Amazon and shop around. And you get QuakeFans get supported anyway. So if you want to buy groceries, after you click on this link, I don't care what you buy. Like, it doesn't tell me who buys what. It might say, oh, somebody bought this, and this is what how much you got from it. So that's how that works. Back to the live screen. So we got crazy amount of topics today. I need to get my show list out here. All right, got it at. Might be joined today by Nukest. We'll pull him in just a second. All right. Welcome to the QuakeFans show, Nukest. What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Smango? Good morning to you. What's going on, QuakeFans YouTube radio podcast? What's going on?
We're live on YouTube, but this does go on podcast. So today we're going to talk about the top Diabotical names we heard, our thoughts on the opening. Will it be successful? Our 53 rounds of craziness we had last night.
Yeah. The game that never ended.
And people are already just amazing at the game, seems like. Then we'll talk about Quake Champions PTS, Clan Arena, Instagib Ctf, and Katowice, which starts today too. If you guys want to support Nukest, he's streaming now over on twitch.tv/Nukest. Nukest with a 3.
Yep, y'all can bear witness to me getting my ass handed to me.
Oh, you do good, man. We all can't be Rafa, you know.
That's right.
There can only be one Rafa. I mean, you've improved a lot since you first started playing duels, that's for sure. You gotta think of it that way.
Yeah.
Some of these people have been dueling every
That's
day of their
true, man.
lives.
Like I was listening to Sib. He said for the first 3 months that he started, all he did was lose.
Yep.
So it takes time, guys.
I mean, even he's put it in the grind. I mean, he plays how long every day? He's still not even on the level that he needs to be.
Yeah, he was on the QPL, then he got kicked out, and now he's back in because he scraped himself back up from the ranks of the challengers.
I mean, you got to look like Sib's actually, he's way better than either of us. So you got to think how good he is at Quake Champions. But then look at the above him, how good, much better they are than him. Like there is levels to this game. Anyway, let's start with the first topic. The top diabolical names and comparisons. I think the first one is Overwatch, obviously. Everybody's called it Overwatch for some reason. Other than it being kind of cartoony like Overwatch, that's kind of where it ends. Somebody called it a cheap version of Overwatch.
I've never actually played Overwatch. I've seen it played, and I can see the similarities in the how it looks. But
I mean, that's where it ends. Like, there's
yeah,
the closest game to Overwatch would be Team Fortress 2 and Paladins.
Yeah,
like, I don't.
I mean, I can say for sure, man. It definitely has a mechanical movement feel of arena FPS. I don't know if Overwatch does. I don't know if you can strafe jump in Overwatch.
No, you can't strafe jump in Overwatch. I mean, Quake Champions is more like Overwatch with the heroes and abilities than this game is. So I don't get that comparison. I get the aesthetic look of it, but that's kind of where it ends. Like there's no reason. This game isn't. If you like Overwatch, you might like this game. I mean, I like first-person shooters. I like Overwatch and Team Fortress 2, and I just like first-person shooters, really. But the movement is unique. I don't understand it.
There's definitely plus and minuses in comparison to Quake Champs and Diabotical. I would say overall it's a wonderful addition to the arena first person shooter genre. Definitely the true measure of any new game is if you wake up the next day and you want to play it.
I have 100% already woke up wanting to play it.
Yeah. So
I'm like, well, I got a show and stuff to do this morning, but after I get all that done, it's diabolical time.
Even with all the little bugs and crashes and whatnot, it's still want to get on and play.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Let's go back to the top names. Somebody called it Quake for Kids.
Oh yeah, Diabotical Kids game. Yeah. Is what I hear all the time.
Quake for Kids. Somebody called it Fortnite last night. Quake Fortnite. And I'm just like, okay. Any other names you heard around the Twitchverse? I wasn't able to get on Twitch last night much. I got on there before I went to bed, but I passed out.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't know, just call it cartoon. Just anything, just childish. I used to say, boys play Fortnite, men play Quake. I might have to revise that to boys play Diabotical, men play Quake.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seems like there was something else. Seems like there was a funny one. I don't know.
Oh yeah, plenty of stuff about eggs and omelets.
Eggs and omelets. That's going around everywhere.
Scrambling up some opponents.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. It's a scramble in that arena, I tell you that.
All right, I guess we can go to the next topic because I can't come up with any other names. Right. A lot of people were disappointed that it's only on Epic. I saw that. I mean, I was kind of disappointed on that, but you got to do what you got to do when you're making a
Yeah,
video game.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Steam may have been the only better choice. Other than that, man, I mean, plenty of people already got that Epic launcher in there for whatever other game they got. So,
So this is going to be our topic of thoughts on the opening. I thought it was. I mean, it seemed like it took a while for the servers to get ready. I know initially 2GD said that in America it would be around lunchtime whenever it was launching. So guess what I done? I come home on lunch and tried my best to keep waiting for it to pop up on the library to install, and it never did.
Right.
I'd say it come up about, shoot, it wasn't much. It might have been up an hour by the time I got home. So it was probably about 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Yeah.
So that would put about, what, 3 o'clock your time?
Yeah.
So that's about when the game went up. After that, I mean, they just had trouble with the servers, honestly. That was the biggest deal.
Right. Yeah, the lobbying and matchmaking was definitely a very in your face apparent bug. The custom games, has like a little server browser where people can create a custom match and others can join in and leave it and go as they please.
Yep.
Instead of the quick play where it just queues you and you just start a game when it matches you up with enough other people. But both the queuing up and the quick play and the custom games had bugs and errors apparent. The custom games, everybody would always be in a perpetual dang waiting to be ready. It seemed like the either everybody was joining and not pressing F3 to be ready so the game start, or that was a bug. And then on the quick play, I remember we started a custom game, and it was just first me and you for a couple rounds. What you talking about that, Smango?
We'll get to that in a minute. We're gonna save that for the last
Oh
little
yeah.
bit. But as Lucas has pointed out here, that there was just all kinds of issues, which is kind of expected. It is a very soft launch, closed beta. Like, I know people are still asking me for keys. I woke up this morning on Discord. Can you send somebody a key? I was like, no, I am out. So they probably got enough people to test this weekend. So if you're lucky enough to have a key, then you probably should play it this weekend, because it's gonna, they're gonna take it down and try to fix it. And I guess tomorrow, probably sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
But like, we couldn't. I was just glad I gave Nukas the key, so I had somebody to play with the whole time.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for that, maybe we wouldn't have been able to find no
yeah, I don't
games.
even know if it'd been able to play. But we tried every single mode. The modes that we got to play in the game times. I mean, overall, I think we thought it was a blast. It runs great. But like he said, we couldn't get a server going. We could do a direct to LAN, which is like hosting your own little listen server, I guess, while we're playing, and it didn't affect performance at all, as far as I could tell.
Which is also
So,
great, man, because
yep.
you ain't got to depend on the dedicated servers.
Yep. Which I hope they let us host some dedicated servers, because I have servers over here not doing much.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect my gaming station or workstation here. Then half the time it wouldn't work. It would just leave us in lobby, and then Dallas seemed like the only server that we could select or had servers available. So I'm hoping today it's probably a little better, so we can do some matchmaking, see how that goes.
This video you got up right now showing the I guess their version of
The
Instagib. What is
Weibo
it called?
Instagib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this this weapon that they have is different than a regular railgun. It's almost like a crossbow. It's like a crossbow Instagib, and so you almost got to time it when you're shot like 10 milliseconds behind where the opponent you think is going to be. Um, I think it's pretty cool, man. You know.
Yeah, for those who ever watch this on YouTube, this is just a video I streamed. I didn't download it or anything. This is just a video I streamed playing Diabotical on YouTube. I know everybody's mostly on Twitch. I tried to go to Twitch and just had all kinds of trouble. I finally figured it out, but I just got tired and I was like, my eyes hurt. I've looked at computer screens all day. Today I'll probably break out the computer glasses, honestly, so I can keep going. You know the glasses that has the yellow tint on it. Yeah, my eyes were strained last night.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the type of game that you'll stay up for hours playing.
Any last thoughts on the opening?
Man, I mean, I think it was a success. People were pounding down the doors of 2GG to try to get these codes.
They really
Yeah.
was, yeah.
And I think it was well received, man. Everybody was you know, uh streaming,
I do
had
know
positive
Shroud got a copy of it. I know a lot of people in the first person universe know who Shroud is.
yeah.
I haven't seen him play it yet. I guess we could pop it up on YouTube here and watch it. But
I mean, for hardcore players of Quake Champions, I mean, I think they'll enjoy this addition to their gaming library.
yep.
You know, um, definitely in comparison to Quake Champions, it has a definitely different feel of the environment. Like it's not as scary. It's definitely like cartoonish and
It is cartoony, but that's never bothered me. Obviously, I love the aesthetic of Quake. I think it's amazing. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. And in this game, also map editor is wonderful and
yeah,
all that,
map
but
editor.
but
I
in
tried
the
to figure it out last night, and I don't think it's working.
yeah.
Like it gave me a pencil I could shoot or something, and like after that, it didn't do anything. I just don't think the options are turned on yet. Like they're probably still trying to get the bugs out of that. But overall, there wasn't a lot of bugs other than the server. Like when we was in the game, I got
There's
stuck a
a
few times, but
there's a scoreboard.
the scoreboard issue, yeah, that was
Yeah,
weird. But I think that's probably might have been due to the servers too. Like the server
yeah,
and scoreboard probably intertwined somewhere there because it wasn't even
yeah.
showing people in the party half the
Right, right.
time. So I guess we'll jump to will it be successful? I think so. I don't, Arena FPS is kind of in its own niche now, I guess, between all the Call of Duties and Battle Royales. But overall, I think it's been well received. So I don't know what's your thoughts on it, Nuke.
Man, will it be successful? I think it is already the true measure of anything successful. You can either look at it as is it going to make money, or on the other hand, is it going to add happiness and value to the community? And
Mm-hmm.
that aspect of happiness to the community is successful. Now, as far as if it's going to have a huge number of players and how they're going to charge for people playing it, that's yet to be determined or seen. But I definitely believe that uh, they got the potential, man, to be a very successful game, and this is a game that could stick around for many years to come and not get
Yeah,
old
I mean,
anytime soon.
they got support for 3 years from Epic Games, so that's one thing you gotta look for. They signed a contract with Epic for 3 years,
Mm.
so uh, that's pretty neat. I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people ask for refunds. They got tired of waiting for it, and they got backed by Epic Game now. So,
So y'all
which
get
is
ready.
unfortunate for the Unreal Tournament fans. It doesn't look
Right,
like their
right.
game's ever going to get out. I mean,
Yeah,
this game is way more polished than Unreal Tournament
Unreal
4.
Tournament on
So,
ice, man.
yeah.
Well, y'all
So
get
that
ready
might
to
be
to
the final nail in the coffin for Unreal Tournament, if
yeah,
anything.
maybe, probably.
I mean, this game's way more complete than Unreal Tournament is.
Right.
And you get the shift dodging, and you don't have the slide, but
Yeah, you
it's
don't
just
have the
not
slide.
looking good for Unreal Tournament after this, for sure. I don't think it'll affect Quake Champions as much as I thought it was going to.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Uh,
dude, I saw plenty of the streamers, and me included. I wanted to, after playing Diabotical, have a couple rounds of Quake Champions in before calling it a night. Of
yep,
course, I was already exhausted,
I was too.
from the dang marathon of Diabotical, but saw some other streamers, like Plague and Hailstorm. They um they went in and went back to Quake Champions. There's definitely um still a room for Quake Champions. This is definitely not a Quake Champions killer as many I've heard from many people.
Hey, what's up, Bitterfold? Thanks for joining the stream. He says hi, the nuke here. Met in a duel. Do you duel a
Ah,
Bitterfold? Baffled?
oh, oh yeah, he's up there, man. He's like a 18, he's about 500-600 more ELO to me,
Oh, yeah?
and yeah,
In Diabolical? Or
no, in
in QC?
QC,
Yeah.
yeah, we're buddies on there.
You can call me Smango, dude. I run QuakeFans.net and QuakeFans Radio. Um, but where was we at? Yeah, I think Quake Champions still has that unique movement that even Diabolical's not able to produce. But just think if they remove the crazy dots and I think they should change all the abilities to like some kind of escape mechanism more than like
What,
offensive.
you mean the Weebles?
No, on the Quake Champions, I'm trying to
Quake.
yeah
Oh, okay.
like get rid of the offensive things that they add and make
Yeah.
them
Well, aren't they
more
doing?
movement mechanics.
They're doing something like that in the new PTS update, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, but we'll get
Yeah.
to the PTS here in the next segment. Let's talk about our 53 rounds of madness.
Oh man.
And how good people are, and we'll end the diabolical chat from there. So, me and Nuke, we decided we was like, let's just throw up a game, if people join. So we made a
Mm,
QuakeFans little server, and it actually worked. Uh, and we put it on Arena, and so Arena in Diabolical, it looks like it's meant to be played on small maps, like maybe a 1v1 or a 2v2. So for some reason, we decided to allow as many players as possible, and for
it
50
was
rounds. And let me tell you,
dang.
we didn't want to quit, and the server chugged along. Let me tell you, it chugged along like a boss. And we played for a solid, I don't know, it felt like 2 hours. We played that same game type. And we
Exactly.
had 5v5 going on in these little maps, and it was maddening.
Man.
I'm hoping I can cut it out of this video later. I think I'll download this stream later and cut it up just so I'll have the
It was
53
like,
rounds of madness.
man, we were like 20 rounds into this dang uh team clan arena match or whatever, and then we thought of like, when does this end?
I was like, what did we do? I was like, I think I selected 50, but I thought it was going to be like 50 altogether. No, it went.
When's the finish line on
And
this
we
game?
finally got the 50. We was like,
Yeah, we thought
well,
it was 50.
I thought it was
And then
going
it
to
kept
end, and it kept going, and we got all the
it
way
kept
to 53 rounds.
Yeah, and then I don't know if it was a bug, or the server crash, but I looked in the menu to see, the game, the settings to see if it was like first to 50 or 50 total rounds. I think should have been it was probably first to 50, but the bug was when I went back into the game, the whole game crashed for everybody.
Yeah, it the whole server crashed. Everybody crashed. I lost all my settings again for the fifth time.
Yeah.
So I've had to reboot computers, and it's been a time with Diabolical. Hopefully, it's a little better today. And people are really good already. Like we played some 2v2 matches at the end of the night, which we was probably really tired anyway. I was. I think
Yeah.
Nukas was too, because you're an hour above me, so no, you're an hour behind.
Yeah, behind.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's hard on an old family man that's in his 30s to
Yeah,
keep
man.
up with these youngins that can pound Red Bulls all night long, and
For
oh
sure.
man,
You're gonna get hopefully with this game you'll get a lot of young fresh players in this genre.
That's honestly what I'm hoping for, man. Because I mean, even whenever Quake was out, Quake 2 or 3, I played it when I was like
Yeah.
10,
Playing that when I was
12.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10, 12 at least. I was in middle school when I first played Quake 3.
Exactly. And that was the thing back then. I mean, same kids age now are all playing this battle royale
Yeah,
stuff.
I think
And
it'll cater more towards kids, so that's
yeah.
good.
And for
Uh,
parents, I mean, parents is it's way better to see the dang censored down gore
yeah,
and also I mean like even in the words that is used in the describing how you die, like for a suicide it doesn't call it a suicide, it says like Nuke is self-terminated or
yeah.
Smango self-terminated, which is pretty that was a funny thing I noticed,
Oh, it's going on right now, actually, on the video.
self-terminated.
It's going on in the video. Oh man, I jumped off the map at least 20 times last night. So
So like
there's that.
whereas like I'll keep this like when I play Quake Champions on Twitch on my TV or if in my room on the computer or whatever, my wife doesn't like my young son watching me play.
Yeah.
Doesn't like watching the Quake Champions play. Um, you know,
I've let my son play it, but I turned off like all the gore. Even then, I still didn't feel kind of comfortable with it. But he's only 7, so I turned
yeah,
off all the I got his computer locked down. He can't do anything on it. Like, he loves watching Fortnite more than Quake anyway. But he really wanted to play this game. He looked at it, he's like, Dad, I really want
yeah,
to play that game. I was like, well, son, I ain't got no more keys right now, but whenever it actually launches and stuff, we'll definitely let you play it. Like, I don't see why you play Paladins, and it's kind of cartoonish like this.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Fortnite, I mean, it does fit the Unreal Engine is great. It's like,
yeah.
it's a shame that Unreal Tournament got treated like it is, and how good this game is and runs. But it's on its own engine called the Glitch Engine, I think.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I don't think
dude,
it's actually using the Unreal Engine.
dude, it's a solid engine, man. Like for loading time, like I think it almost like instantaneously loaded the map. From lobby to match,
Yeah.
it's not like 2 minutes of waiting like you do with the Saber engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would have to say that the Quake Champions engine is compared to this is just limited. It looks fantastic, but it's very limited in what it can accomplish without some like huge team or something. I think that's the problem. Like, what's? I guess we can go straight into the Quake Champions now, since it is Katowice QPL weekend, and we can talk about the PTS a little bit. But yeah, just the Quake Champions engine is just it's not very good. I mean, it's good for some things, but maybe not arena shooters. I don't know.
It's definitely not optimized, man. I mean, it pushes the boundaries of any graphics or processing, that's out there right now. And not because it's just like amazingly spectacular with all the dang though it is,
Yeah,
but there's definitely a lot of wasteful resources in that engine.
and it only allows 4v4. I mean, we had more than that going on last night in the closed beta here.
Yeah, and it was super
I mean,
smooth,
it was crazy.
buttery smooth, baby butt smooth.
Yeah, it was so smooth. I mean, even Quake Champions to a point can get smooth, but
Yeah,
not as smooth feeling as Diabolical was.
yeah, yeah,
So the Quake Champions has looks like Sync Area is doing his best to kind of uh, persuade people not to just jump all in Diabolical, and they've
yeah,
pushed out a PTS update with Clan Arena, new
yeah,
skins.
yeah.
The Sorlag skin is flipping amazing. I will say that. I love that skin. Like,
Mech
The
Warrior
mech,
Sorlag.
the mecha Sorlag is just awesome. Whoever designed that, man, that's cool. Like it really is. They've added new weapon skins, the Quake 3 Lightning, Quake 4 Rocket, and the Doom Eternal shotgun. Yeah. So if you're a Doom Eternal person, which I
Tell you what,
am,
man, that's a huge rocket launcher, though, dude. It takes half the screen.
I don't really care much for the rocket. To be honest with you, I'd rather stick with my Quake 3 rocket.
Yep.
Or the original. That's just my go-to. I don't really like the Quake Champions rocket either.
Yeah.
But looks like they're trying to combat the hype of Diabotical a little bit. At least that's the way it appears. I mean, I don't know why else they would try to push out a PTS on the same weekend that Diabotical comes out. So, what do you
Exactly.
think about that? You think it's actually Oh, see, I just found my. I'm glad I recorded myself because then I just found my settings again that I lost.
Good.
I was just watching it and let's see, 3.5.
Man, I think the Quake Champions PTS, and it's, on day one when it came out, I downloaded it and I played and we queued up some clan arena, and I think it's a great addition
It
to
does feel really good.
yeah, Quake. It's what the whole community was hollering about, and I think they were right on track with putting it out when as head on to Diabotical. I think the PTS will be on the live release at the end of the season, and so it'll get played on a more massive scale, and it's definitely a fun mode, and
Yep.
a good addition, much needed. I believe in the clan arena, you do start out with a full loadout, all the weapons, full ammo, full health, full armor, but no abilities. I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, there's in customs you can turn off abilities, so I don't know in the matchmaking if it turns off abilities or not.
Another really good uh, update on this PTS, in my opinion, is the starting stack for the
Yes,
different
that's gonna be
class of
helpful
champions.
for the light champions. Yep.
That's definitely gonna.
Have you
Uh,
decided if you're gonna be a Nyx main yet?
the uh the input that Plague Season had on that train of thought, I really uh agree with. And he said, man, it's better to be well rounded, than a one trick pony.
It is,
You know.
but I mean, unless you're in the QPL, well, that's not gonna really matter in matchmaking.
Yep.
You're gonna get to play your character anyway, even
Yeah.
if it's a mirror match. So it doesn't really matter in that regard.
You know. Well, with anything like with kind of like name branding yourself as a streamer or something, you got to
Yeah.
have something that separates you from anybody else. And like Hellstorm, and that was all like a dang imitation, finest form of flattery, thing to Hellstorm, because he's the number one Athena.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Is he
pretty good.
though? Is he really the number one Athena? I think he's great, but is he like
I mean,
ranked somewhere number one?
I think apples to apples. If you put him Athena versus Athena with some of the pros, he'd take some matches from him.
Yeah.
I think so. You know, or at least come close. I mean,
Yeah. I'm not saying
nobody.
he's really good at Athena. Like he's really top skill level, but like I don't know how he would stack up. Like, is he better than Rafa at Athena or any of the
Dude, man,
pros? I'm not saying he play
Hailstorm
any of them. Yeah.
be moving around the dang map like he's Batman.
He does.
Yep.
Oh shoot. I've seen some good Athena players, but yeah, the Hailstorm's definitely up there for sure. I don't. I think he does that as a marketing tool, like he's the number one Athena, which is fine.
That's it.
It works.
Exactly.
I mean, he's really good at it, and it's hard to not. I don't know how you would say he's not the number one Athena. So there's
Yeah.
that. I don't think
Yeah.
there's a scoreboard of like the best champion or something out there. Well, it works.
Yeah.
It's a really good marketing tool there, in my opinion.
Yeah. And but he's played some others, man. I've seen him play some clutch, and and get out of his comfort zone or whatnot. And that's one thing in Quake Champions, man. You can get stuck on one champion's movement. Like I remember I was stuck on dang Scalebearer forever, and I'm glad people convinced me otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's definitely a mechanic that's not in there with Diabotical. Diabotical, you got the same movement no matter um what your no matter what sticker you put on your egg.
Yep.
You know? But in Quake Champions on the same map and the same match, you can have different players with 3 4 different types of movement.
They've released Instagib Ctf on the PTS. I think
Huh.
it just updated today. I think maybe this morning.
That
And
should be interesting.
of course, Quake is affected by the coronavirus. I think everybody's heard about it now. No,
The
not the
Corona.
alcoholic drink. It has nothing to do with coronas.
Don't forget your lime.
But the ESL they released a statement, or the person over, I guess, Italy said that they are not going to allow any mass events. So the only people that's allowed to allowed at the event is the people that's in the event. So
Oh,
yeah, kind of sucks. So there's probably a lot of people that wanted to go see all the Quake pros, and I think there was. I mean, it was ESL, so it's that league. Like it affected more than just Quake, but in our realm, Quake was affected because of the coronavirus, which sucks. Hopefully the world gets that under the wraps.
man,
It's
that's all
spreading.
dang mass hysteria stuff, dude. Like
Yep.
the coronavirus. That's all, man. That's mostly hype because more people get the regular, your everyday run of the mill flu and die as a result than people percentage wise have died as a result of getting this coronavirus.
Yeah.
You know, and it's everybody playing into this fear, man. It's going to put dang handbrake on the world economy.
Oh
You
yeah, it
know,
already has. You got to look at the stock market right now. I've lost like $20 because of AMD stock. I don't have a lot of stock, but I'm just saying.
yeah.
It went down big time. Like AMD shot up there, and I was like, "Hey, I've made some money on this finally." And I still made money on it, but it's. I mean, overall, it's the whole stock market right now. It's crashing because of it. 'Cause they can't
Oh
ship
yeah.
nothing, and electronic parts are going crazy because they can't ship. It's even. I mean, people are freaking out over it. They're talking about how people might be able to just start working from home. Like this is in the United States too. Like people worried about it.
Yeah.
Uh, they're
Almost
worried.
almost makes you want to go grab a 12 pack of Corona and forget all about it.
Yeah, really. But it did affect the QPL and all the other games there. I don't know what's all in the ESL. I think like Counter Strike and probably Overwatch and stuff like that. I have no idea, but nobody's allowed to attend but the actual players and I guess event holders. No audience members are allowed, which stinks. I know a lot of people probably made plans and hotels, and it's been apparent all over Twitter. Uh,
Mm.
so that sucks. But that starts up today. The QPL, I think it starts today sometime. I'm not sure time. The, the worst thing about Quake Champions is they don't really communicate very well with
Yeah.
their audience. That has been a big uh, criticism of mine. Is like they don't officially put it anywhere. Like, is it on the
Yeah, they could
Twitter? Is it on
they
the
could at least put it in a
forums?
game.
Is it
You
in
know,
the
like you got
game? Is it
the opening screen in the game. That would be perfect.
yeah? Is it only going to be Sync in his Church of Quake Discord, or is it going to be on a Russian Discord somewhere? I don't
Yeah.
know. It's hard to find, man. Like I don't know. You have to actually want to go look for it. It's not zero marketing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but I don't know any ending comments on Diabotical or Quake Champions before we get off here and end this
Man,
episode.
I think Diabotical, great addition to the arena first person shooter genre. 2GD's done a great job on it so far. It's been highly anticipated and did not disappoint. Quake Champions is still going to hold its own segment of the genre in its own right for a while to come. Hopefully Bethesda do some improvements on it. Hopefully, yeah, after this Doom Eternal is released and they can put more resources on it, maintain the IP, perhaps even put it on the IDT Tech 7, the new engine, and maybe a map browser and a server editor for the next iteration of this Quake Champions. And that's a big dream and hope, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But even if it doesn't happen, man, both games are definitely going to be continue to be played, in my opinion.
I think at this point we should probably hope for a new Quake remake or a Quake 5 on
Yeah,
id Tech and go
yeah,
from there. Because I don't know, I don't have much hope for Quake Champions. I think it's still a good game, but they just don't have the development for it anymore. But like you said, maybe they'll put something after the Doom Eternal. And it looks like the Spud Hunter's been sharing out the Demon Hunter multiplayer, and it looks smooth as silk. So
mm,
if Quake can get that kind of treatment, like the Doom Eternal treatment, Quake Quake in general being a good place then, but it's not getting that treatment. It's getting
I
the
mean, if it was diabolical, and I don't know if it's possible with how the engine is set up or the map editor is, but if we could replace the egg shells with a different design or animation, and the map textures could be a lot more like castle like and dark, you
mm-hmm.
know
I'm sure they'll bring some of the Quake maps to Diabolical, so I wouldn't worry about that.
yeah,
Now the skin stuff, unless somebody does that on the back end or something, I think the eggs are here to stay. They don't bother me, but
yeah.
of course, I love the look of Visor and Anarchy and all those
I mean, I would rather
cool
it be
guys.
like a dang big skull,
Yeah,
than an egg. But
well,
yeah,
you could.
I'll dish out my greenbacks for more than just a sticker on my
And looks like Diabolical's going to go with the Battle Pass and skins model, so we'll see. I'm not sure how
yeah.
all that's going to work out in the end, but that's how they're going to make money is, Battle Pass. It's going to be free to play. You may listen to this. Diabolical will be free to play. It's in closed beta right now as this episode comes to the end. In February 2020, be sure to check out QuakeFans.net. You can follow me on Twitter at RealKYNerd or the QuakeFans Twitter if you want to, if you just want first-person shooter news. Follow my boy Nukest here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Nukest with a 3,
The most nuke.
the most nuke. Well, guys, I think we'll end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sure, check out inthekeep.com. Make fun of Mother Load. Tell him he loves Fortnite or something. I don't know. Anything else?
Man, that's it.
All right.
Smango, thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, no problem, man. I hope to have you on again.
Yes, sir.